honest, both drugs is evil for you. Even cannabis, it tells you like, makes you think and all of that. But it's temporary. When you get sober, you forget everything. You understand? So it's just illusion sometimes. You understand? Because why? We are not in need of drugs to make us think correctly. Rather, the way God create us, create our intellect, if we live it naturally, the way we function will make you believe in God and worship God alone. Because why? The one who created you with the intellect is the same one who gave you the revelation. So to go back to the example I gave you about alcohol and drugs, why I mentioned that? I mentioned it to show you when human beings start legislating their own legislation, they will fall into clear contradiction. Because we have desires. Because if I want to legislate something, remember, at the end of the day, I'm a human being, and I have desires, I have bias. So I'm going to try to legislate something that I can benefit from. But when the Creator legislates something, he has no bias, no these evil desires. He legislates something that's good for us all. Good for you individually and collectively. You understand my point here is, what we say to you, bro, let me give you an example to understand the importance of being worshiping God. And imagine you're in a house, in your own room, and there's a fire everywhere in your house. May Allah forbid. We pray it doesn't happen. There's a fire everywhere. You try your best to save yourself, and you couldn't. You gave up. You know what? It's over for me. I came and I saved your life. What would you say to me at least? Thank you. Would you remember me all the times?
Yes.
I saved your life, bro. So why are you not being grateful and thankful and remember who gave your life for free? Understand? That's why, you have eyes. You will never exchange your eyes with any money. While we're speaking, we are benefiting from the blessings of God. The oxygen. If you go, may Allah forbid, if you go to hospital and you are in need of oxygen, what will happen to you? They will charge you. But God has given it to you for free. To be what? To be grateful to Him, to worship Him alone. Now let me ask you another question. If you want to buy a gift for your mother, would you buy a gift that you love or your mother love?
I believe she loves.
She loves, correct? Likewise, if you want to worship the Creator, be grateful to Him, we should do it the way He loves, not the way we love. That's why He sent the prophets and messengers, and the last of them is the Prophet Muhammad. Just the legislation that he came with is impossible, illogical for someone who couldn't read and write, who lived in a desert 1,400 years ago, to come with this perfect way of life. Also, look, there's a huge war against Islam in social media, everywhere. There's no war against Christianity or Hinduism or Buddhism. Why? Because the only religion that is standing firm against the evil ones out there is Islam. If Islam makes sense, you are invited to become a Muslim, to submit to your Creator. Because you have to understand, one day you're going to die, bro. That's the reality. How many people left their houses, they never come back? How many people want sleep, they never wake up? This life is temporary.
What stopped him? Life after death.
Where is life after death?
Why he stopped?
Yeah, it's about like, because human beings, we want to know what will happen to us. Have you been to Algeria? Never. Imagine you traveling to Algeria or you're going to Morocco or Tunisia. What are you going to do? You're going to investigate about the country first. You want to think, okay, I'm going to travel to Algeria or Tunisia or Morocco. You're going to think, okay, hang on. Which currency they use? Which language they speak? It's a safe country. Likewise, we're going to travel one day. We're going to die. And I believe with proofs, not just believe blind faith, no, with the clear proofs that the answer for our purpose, for our life, and the information about the hereafter, after death, is in the Quran. Allah told us what will happen to us. Prophet Muhammad told us when a person dies, what happened? They'll put him inside the grave. And two angels will come to you in the grave. And they will ask you three questions. Who is your Lord? If all your life has been worshipping, playing games, or money or woman, then you will not answer the correct answer. Likewise, they ask you, what is your religion? Or and also, what do you think about the prophet that was sent to you, Prophet Muhammad? If you don't know the answer, you'll be punished, no doubt. Because why? God put you here as a test, likewise for a purpose. And also, Prophet Muhammad told us that in the grave, there's either, if you're a true believer in God, you will have a bliss or a punishment of the grave. And the life of the grave is completely different from the unseen. We cannot comprehend it, Example of that, you can be in your room with your brother, and your brother is dreaming, he's in London, walking the streets. But to you, he's in the room sleeping. You understand? So the life of the grave is completely different. You understand? Likewise, on the day of resurrection, everyone will say, I'm going to save myself. A father will come to his son. He say, oh, my son, just give me some good deeds. I want to save myself today. The son will say to the father, oh my dear father, that's what I'm looking for. That's what Allah in the Quran warned us against the death. And Allah challenged people who reject him with death. Allah said, قُلْ إِنَّ الْمَوْتَ الَّذِي تَفِرُّونَ مِنْهُ. Say to them, oh Muhammad, the death that you try to run away from, surely will meet you. The Queen Elizabeth, she had the best doctors. Yeah? She lived in a fortress, in a palace. When the death came to her, no one was able to save her. You understand? So that's what Allah said, O mankind, prepare yourself for the day of judgment. You know, like I said, imagine, I'll give you an example, because I like to give analogies like the Quran. Imagine today you... Okay, you have to go, sorry about that. But what do you think what I said though? Makes sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
So why don't you become Muslim then?
I need to think more about these things.
Here, take this as a gift.
This is Quran as well. Give me Quran. Do you have Quran?
Sorry?
Do you have Quran?
No.
So do you prefer in English or Portuguese?
English.
English, okay. This is in English, and this is Discover Islam.
Okay.
If you accept Islam, you can go with them. They teach you, you know.
So,
or with Shemsy. Or with
we have this.
Oh, yeah, Shemsy, yeah.
What,
In the back.
what is this, Quran?
Quran, yeah, only Quran.
We will show us Quran. Ah, this one Quran, yeah,
This is
خلاص.
Quran, خيرك شمسي. What's
It has Quran as well. Yeah, mashallah, too many Quran there. So there's Quran there. Okay, brother. Take care of yourself. Thank you for stopping. And what I advise you, of course you have to go, but what we say to you, don't leave and forget about it. Because Satan will occupy you and make you forget about the most important thing. What is our purpose and why we have to die. This is very important than anything else. All right? Take care of yourself. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Friends, we don't have friends? We have